Good evening and welcome to this edition of Tok Piksa. The Autonomous Region of Bougainville, formerly known as the North Solomons, was described as a peaceful, beautiful place. It was home to many who lived and went there to work. It had banks, schools, modern hospitals, and large shopping centers long before any other place in Papua New Guinea, thanks to the discovery of copper deposits in the southern part of the island. But tension arose amongst locals over shared benefits. This later sparked the Bougainville crisis in May 1988, and with it the ceasing of major government services, the withdrawal of government workers, expatriates, and millions of kina in damages to the development on the island. 26 years later, the island is now slowly rebuilding itself as the Autonomous Bougainville government strengthens dialogue with the national government to restore people's lives through basic services. In our first two segments tonight, EMTV reporter Jack Lepauve Jr. looks into this relationship between the two governments and the progress of infrastructural development taking shape on the island.
The island of Bougainville lies east of mainland Papua New Guinea on the Solomon Sea. It was named after French navigator Louis Antoine de Bougainville. Life was normal for the Bougainville people, but in the late 1980s, secessionist sentiments surfaced with dissatisfaction over share revenues from the copper mining operation at Panguna. An insurrection began in 1988 and succeeded in the closure of the mine the following year. Rebels controlled the island until 1991 when PNG Defense Force troops landed and regained control. The conflict continued, and by the late 1990s, as many as 15,000 people had been killed. In 2001, secessionists and the government reached a peace agreement that called for Bougainville and nearby islands to form an autonomous region. A constitution was approved in 2004, and elections were held the following year, with the establishment of government headquarters in Buka, June 2005. With this move, the national government, through the leadership of Prime Minister Peter O'Neill, are strengthening ties with the Autonomous Bougainville government and are embarking on restoring the life of Bougainvillians through major impact projects in the region. The goodwill visit earlier this year by Mr. O'Neill was highlighted as the beginning of government's commitment in rebuilding Bougainville.
So time you meet the restoration of Bougainville, Misa Wayosem ABG one time national government work Nostronim this one.
Me have a master, Mami Maki Nupala, people from Bougainville, long thanking Prime Minister from Papua New Guinea, Honorable Peter O'Neill, you come no place from you me. Come long it and me signify, and me showing Nupala way long you me work for international government.
And with this commitment, National Planning and Monitoring Minister Charles Abel led a ministerial delegation to Arab last month to visit the high-impact projects and their progress.
We step by step, we are going to hold hands and we're going to rebuild this torn province of ours. We're going to rebuild this place and we are going to give hope. We are going to give hope to our children that you have leaders that care for you. And we want to come down and visit you, and we want this place to move fast. Enough is enough. Bougainville has suffered for too long. And let's get together as leaders and community and let's rebuild this place. And I want to just tell you all, as far as I'm concerned as Planning Minister, we are all family.
Minister Abel's 5-day visit was described by Bougainville leaders as an act of trust and confidence of making sure projects through government joint funding are seen feasible and felt by locals at the lowest level of government. A priority infrastructure that is underway in the township of Buka is the road upgrading and sealing of 7.5 kilometers within the town and its fringes, something ABG Works Minister Luke Caraston describes as long overdue.
The road infrastructure within the township deserves to be improved because Buka is the interim headquarters of the Autonomous Region of Bougainville. Not only that, the roads are used day in, day out by the people of Bougainville. Of course, Buka town is the gateway to the mainland of Bougainville.
The road project is a joint funding by the ABG and the national government to allow better roads for people within Buka to access other services. A similar project was launched for Buka Ring Roads.
The launching today, the contractors can start straight away na walking road so that people enjoy the benefits of a good quality infrastructure that we have longed for a long time.
Walk must kirap. Na kirap, hurry up. Inside Lohia. All place line, wait stop. All hangamapi stop. The goods and services must flow down to the people through this partnership between ABG, Government Blue Plan, and National Government, 2M Government Blue Plan.
The smile of God upon the race are bright into your race.
Education in Bougainville was badly affected during the crisis. These saw falling infrastructures resulting in a very poor literacy rate in the region. But all that is changing gradually as the government commits to build schools through classrooms and libraries, an opportunity for Bougainville children to be educated. These saw the opening of classrooms for Akudei, Arawa High, Asitawi Secondary and Hamatana Primary Schools.
Hip hip! One more. Yes.
In the past, our own presidents only were going to sikirapim garden and about. Now only no harim national government. Now today we have a president that works well with the national government.
Soya believes the Bougainville government can see more improvement if education is prioritized with more elementary, primary and secondary schools established in the region.
Now only come today long, following up the all work or talk long. Prime Minister was even come long earlier during the year. Talk sabalo immediate delivery of services must come to Bougainville. We must looking back. Normalcy must come back. Now the only way we can do that is to bring services. That's why all this commitment block Prime Minister road and silim all this road, this site as all not site too by compliment him. Compliment him or plan the old group assembly where ABG too work him.
This push for education is now seen with elementary schools through the Universal Basic Education Policy embarked on by the ABG leaders. After spending 2 days in Small Buka, the ministerial delegation went over to Bougainville's mainland, Big Buka. Boyin, Wakunai and Arawa